African Americans built this nation. You built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation.
Because the Democrats are always pandering to us, they should be the main party speaking for reparations, period. And the fact that the Democratic Party is not pushing reparations shows us that the Democratic Party is only pandering to us for what they want to pander to us and not really coming to us with what we want.
Let's talk reparations. We ain't got nothing to say. If you want the black vote today, let's talk reparations. Put a foot on the president's neck. We want to see you write the check. Let's talk reparations. We ain't got nothing to say. If you want the black vote today, let's talk reparations. Put a foot on the president's neck. We want to see you write the check.
All right, this song is called Let's Talk Reparations. It's about the debt that's owed to black Americans in this country for slavery, for racial injustice, for Jim Crow, and for the racial wealth gap. So this song is touching on those topics, it's touching on those things, and it's trying to promote reparations, and I'm trying to activate the youth to learn about what reparations are, and to help start people to fight for what's owed to us as a people in this country. There's been talks about closing the wealth gap, but ain't nobody made no moves. Hoping that this song could spark someone in the government, some sort of politician, to actually make that move, to not be afraid to sign that check. When you have a wealth gap that's so large and people are disadvantaged and they got the migrants pouring into the country, it's causing a lot of crime. Why you think you see all these young blacks, you know, jacking these jewelry stores and stuff like that? Because people is tired.
Let's talk reparations. We ain't got nothing to say. If you want the black vote today, let's talk reparations. Put a foot on the president's neck. We want to see you write the check. Let's talk reparations. We ain't got nothing to say. If you want the black vote today, let's talk reparations. Put a foot on the president's neck. We want to see you write the check.
Greetings, one and all. Good to see you all this evening. Papa Lionheart, B. Dolo, Kyra, Ren, Hawkeye, Elaton, D. Fam, Glenn, Rosterman. Good to see everyone. I hope y'all doing great. Shout out to King Elijah for that great song. Making some noise. Make sure you go check him out. King Elijah, support the tune. Support his music career. And this evening, I'm talking to a brother, Taalik, about a movement called Operation Exodus, Mississippi. He's going to explain to us what that's all about. It's some type of way, he says, concerning reparations. And so we're going to see what's going on with that. Waiting on the brother to come into the chat. Waiting for him to come into the live. When he comes into the live, then we will go and talk to the brother to see what he's talking about. Reparations is definitely something important we got to push, and you know, with all this craziness going on with an election, it's really hard to get a message out here right now. There's so much going on. And so without any further ado, I'm going to bring the brother in, and we're going to find out what Operation Exodus Mississippi is all about. What's going on, my brother?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. It's an honor to be here on your platform. Prior to our coming on live, we talked about some old things back in the past, and I want to apologize to you, as it was done publicly then. An apology I was taught should be in the public. So I apologize to you if you took any offense to anything that I have said to you in the past. And believe me, it was not to offend you, but whatever the topic was or whatever we were speaking about, as you know, as brothers and sisters in this genre, we can become passionate about our position and what we stand for. It has nothing to do with trying to be disrespectful or making mockery or bringing you some type of degradation. So I just want to get that straight. And I thank you so much that you can start from a clean slate and forget those things.
Yeah.
Well, not actually forget those things, but you know, we're men and we're in this struggle and we're family. Right. And in family, as you know, even our biological family, we have our ups and downs and fallouts and things of this nature. But from many of the strong families that I knew of, they will stop all that if you come up against a family member. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to stop this and deal. We're going to deal with this out.
Well, brother, look, I don't feel no way or nothing. Actually, I didn't really watch the video. What happened was I was trying to find one of my videos, and I had a lot of videos, so I searched my name. Pharoah said that, and I just seen my name in a whole bunch of people's videos, and they was talking about me like, and I was like, dang, you know. But I never watched it, or I don't, you know, I don't care about that kind of stuff. We still brothers, so I don't know what you said or nothing like that. I just know. It was, you know, you was getting at me some kind of way, but I didn't watch it. That was years ago too. So, brother, what is Operation Exodus, Mississippi?
Okay. I'm going to try to put this, make it very, very short, straight to the point, and then we can put in the fillers.
There you go.
Okay. Now, from my position, this reparations movement is nice. It's been going on actually for over 100 years. The reparations movement began, you know, almost as soon as our ancestors came up the slave plantation. There are brothers and sisters, to my knowledge, who have actually been to court that actually have information to show the connection between many of these modern day businesses and the government and whatever, and they keep getting shot down. I would think that it would probably be better, instead of all these factions that we have coming up, I think it would be better if we joined the elders who have been doing this for a long, long time, instead of everybody doing all these different separate things. Because as you know, division hurts. Mm-hmm. But when we come together, it's more effective, because the young can learn from the elders, and the elders also can learn from the young what's happening nowadays. Because I'm very sure, like myself, I think that you're a little older than I am, but I came up, I was a child of the 1970s. I was born in Jim Crow, though. And so we have a lot of information to help the younger people, because it's all about our success, not our failure. We want to succeed, and we want to succeed. We want to be able to succeed and knock this out the ballpark. I'm tired of, in my lifetime, we've been doing this round and round circle ever since I was a little boy, and I'm sick of it. We should be able to solve this problem once and for all. I'm tired of it. Before I go to the graveyard, I would like to see our young people on a good track. And I don't mind sacrificing my life for them if they want to do that. But those who don't want to, if you think it's a game or some kind of, I'm not doing that. I'm not the type of person, I'm going to give my life for my people. No, the people got to earn my life. Because I've been through all that. Because I've put my life, I've spent my youth trying to help. And I see that the people really don't appreciate what you try to do for them. So I'm not going to do that. You're going to have to prove yourself worthy. So this reparations thing or movement has been going on a long time. I'm suggesting that it's a better way. I'm suggesting that actually you can get way more than reparations for the work that you're doing. The work that you're putting in for reparations, you can get a whole lot more. It's like spending a dollar, would you rather spend your dollar for 1 apple, or you can spend that dollar and get 3 apples? I'd rather spend my dollar and get 3 apples. And that's what Operation Exodus Mississippi is about. We want to get the best bang out of our buck. Now, what Mississippi campaign is, I'm going to try to make this simple as possible. Like I said, we're going to just fill in. I just want to get the foundation so you have an understanding. We're going to take advantage of our voting power. You could say that the Mississippi campaign is a political movement. It's a military movement if you really understand what we're trying to do here. It's a military movement, but we don't have tanks. We don't have bombs. We don't have that. So we have to follow the example of the Black Panther Party, who went into the law to find out the weak spots so they could carry guns in California. I don't know why they didn't keep up that strategy, but for some reason they didn't. We want to find the weak spots, the Achilles heel in our enemy, take advantage of it, just like the Black Panther Party. We're going to have to deal with an enemy knowing that we don't have bombs and tanks and things of this nature. So we're going to have to be a little smarter to get what we want. Now, what it is simply, now it says Mississippi in the name. It could be any state. It could be any state. But we chose Mississippi because Mississippi has a high Black population. And those of you who have done your research and things of this nature, you will hear Mississippi come up a lot. Mississippi is a key state in the struggle. For those of you who have studied our actual history, y'all with Mississippi always pop up. Mississippi also was the most vicious, wicked, evil states that we had to deal with in our struggle in the Jim Crow South. That's where I was born. Now, what we want to do, we want to ask the people. We want to go to those who are in Mississippi, and we want to ask them what they want to do. Do you want to improve yourself? Do you want to become the catalyst that will actually uplift us up as a people in this nation? The vision of the Mississippi campaign is that we create our own motherland in this land, because there's no foreign place that we can call for help. We can't call Ghana. We can't call Nigeria. We can't call nobody to help us. There's no place to run. So we're going to have to develop our own place. We want to ask the people in Mississippi, do you want to uplift yourself? Do you want to uplift us up as a people? Because if we can take this state, I chose Mississippi because it's a poverty-stricken state. Nobody really give a damn about it. So by the time they recognize it, we done already hit. We already got there and gone. There's nothing they can do can stop. The Mississippi campaign is totally legal. So anything that we're doing is within the Constitution, within the laws of the United States of America. So the plan is simply, and see, this is a nationwide effort. It cannot work without it being a nationwide effort. I mean, we're trying to take control of a state for ourselves, like the Mormons. Like the Mormons went out there and they basically, if you go out there, they run that, even though they're part of the United States of America. But when you go out there where the Mormons, they basically run all the different laws. They make all the laws, they control that state. That's what we want to do. It has never been done. And our success in this will surpass anything that has been done in the past, yet using the tools that we learned from the past. Now, so we're going to take our voting power and we're going to choose those who want to do this program and put them in office. We want to use our voting power and put those in the different various offices, mayors and town council meetings all over that state until we eventually control the capital. We want to take over the governorship. That's what we want to do. In order to make that happen, if we need to recruit brothers and sisters from all over the country, starting with our homeless. See, this is what folks have to understand. We are at war. I was listening a few months ago to our brother Stokely Carmichael, and he was talking about during that struggle, they slept on the front yards of people because this is a war. This is not nothing beautiful. This is a war. We have to look at ourselves as soldiers. Our mission, we want this land. That's the way you have to look at it. You cannot look at it like, oh, we're going to be the FOI, Nation of Islam, running around with suits and whatever, and march. That's not what we're doing. We're not trying to look pretty. This is a war. And anybody that has been to any war, you know that you could be in the trenches, bit all by mosquitoes, in the mud, all kinds of different environments. This is the type of mindset that we have to have, a military mindset that we have to have. So we're going to recruit our homeless brothers and sisters so they can become residents, or anybody that want to come there to be residents so they can take us over the hill so that we can get these elected officials into these places where we need them to be so that we can take control of the government. So, and really, that's the easy part. That's the easy part, using your vote, getting the people together. This is the mission. This is what we want to accomplish. Why would you say this is very important? This is very important because you are actually taking control of a state. We've never done that before. So if we are able to take control of a state, that means we have the resources of a state. That means we control the Mississippi National Guard. That means we will be able to control the Mississippi FBI, their version of the FBI. We control any land that the state control. All this now falls in our hand. We go in and we know that the present folks that's in their offices right now, we know that they throw away and mess up a lot of money every year. I mean, the money they waste every year, they could have easily fixed Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi had no business having that water problem. But you know, those who are in power don't give a damn.
Now, you know what?
Yes, sir.
Make sure you turn my voice off. Now, that's a great idea, because right now they are trying to take Jackson, Mississippi from the Black Americans that control that city, because they know Jackson is the capital. So they're trying to have the state control the capital, thereby control Jackson, and siphon all the money from the Black people out into them white suburbs. So that's Mississippi, right. This is a genius idea, brother. You really own something. Mississippi would be a great place for us to use political power, not military. Yeah. Not military. Somebody came over talking about guerrilla warfare. No, we're talking about going in. This is a great idea. And actually taking over politically just one state. That's genius.
Yes, sir. And see, the key is this one state. A lot of folks will say, well, why not Georgia? Why not Alabama? Things this nature. No, see, Mississippi will be our training ground. We've never controlled nothing like this before. So it gives us an opportunity. It gives us an opportunity to learn how to do the job. I mean, we know how to do it for white folks. Now we're going to go in and do it for ourselves. Because once you are able to do that, remember, can't blame the white people no more. Everything fall on you. You can't say, oh, the white man doing this. No, everything fall on you. Just like Jackson. They can use Jackson as an example. Well, the Black people are in charge. Look at Jackson. Look at Jackson. They use that as an example. Well, see, we're gonna have to do what we can. We're gonna have to stop the incompetency. Something is wrong somewhere. We're gonna have to straighten that out. Mm-hmm. But we choose one state and make that state strong. Like when our bodies are being formed, one of the first organs to develop is the heart. So the state of Mississippi would be the heart of this brand new reality for us. It's the heart. And the heart takes the blood and pumps the blood out to the rest of the body. Mississippi would be our heart, and we connect to the heart. So it don't make no difference where you live in this country. I don't know, I've never heard of, and I'm pretty sure it might exist, they have dual citizenship when you go into different countries. Well, we're gonna have dual citizenship, except you right here in America, because this is your nation that you building. This is your motherland that you building. So no matter where you are at, in California, in Detroit, in Texas, no matter where you at, you are a citizen and you are part of this land. So if you get in trouble in California, your mama will be there to help you in California. Your mama will be able to help you. I've never heard where a state could not help somebody outside of the state. You put yourself in a position that we've never been before. We talk about international oh man, I mean, who knows how much land, how much resources that this state has that's not being used.
For real.
I say one of the first projects that we take upon ourselves, because we got to eat. Ain't that right, bro? we got to eat. So Mississippi is already an agriculture type state. Why not invest in ourselves? Because we got to eat anyway. So why not put ourselves in a position that we can become the greatest producers of organic food? Because we got to eat anyway. We want our food organic, but let us be the best doing it. And let us show the world.
I could barely listen to you. You got my head spinning, bro, because I'm thinking this is genius, because by growing the food there, that would open up stores in other states where we can send the food, because we live in food deserts.
Exactly.
So this would help us deal with the food deserts by shipping the food out of Mississippi to Chicago, to Detroit. Oh, bro, this is genius.
Well, I want to say this, brother Pharoah. It's not me. I'm looking at our history. I'm looking at the fact that our brothers and sisters already was doing it before this Peckerwood start terrorizing our people in the South. They already was on this path. They was already starting all black towns, all black cities, producing it, because first of all, under Jim Crow, they wasn't allowed to integrate anyway. So they didn't have no choice. But they was doing, that's what they was doing. They were becoming to live better, as you know, than the white folks. That's why the white folks in the South start terrorizing our people. They like, how are these Negroes, they can't read, they can't write. How the hell are they living better than we are? So they start attacking our people and chased our people out of the South. That's what they were doing. So this is not really coming from me. I'm bringing it to modern times, but it's not coming from me. Our ancestors was already doing these things. One of the greatest examples, of course, as you know, Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. There, we was already doing it, and that's the reason why we had the Black Wall Street massacre. Custom Peckerwood saw that the people, how are these Negroes, how are these people off of slave plantation, how are they living better than us?
Yeah,
I heard.
But now in history, but you're the one that came up with the idea of doing Mississippi. So now it's definitely you. This is your idea. You deserve all the credit. This is genius, bro, because they was doing it. They was doing it in Alabama. They was doing it in Georgia, but you came up with the idea to pick one state.
Yes.
So you got to take that credit, bro. That's great. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm over here like, whoa, this is genius, because we can all go down there and buy some land down there.
And I'll tell you this. The secret is you don't really have to buy land, because these suckers are still in a position to take our land. What I say, Just like, when you rent a truck, when you rent a car, and you can do Uber with that car, or you can do over the road, whatever you want to do with that truck. Mm-hmm. All the responsibility, all the burden go on the person that own it. You just want to use it to get what you want out the deal. Mm-hmm. So I just want to use what they got to benefit myself. And see, and then you get to the point where I don't need your crap anywhere. I can find a place of my own. You grow enough strength where you could go to. See, this is what I'm talking about. You talk about reparations. We talk about repatriation. Now you getting to the point where you can make these a reality. We don't have to have little brothers and sisters running to Africa talking about, I'm going to build it. No, you got a motherland. We can send ambassadors. We can send a group. Go to Ghana. Go wherever. Find a place where we can build. Talk to them leaders. Say, look, we will do such and such, but we need our own state. You help us, we help you. Now you can bargain. And you can start international trade. We can use our talent, show them how to build cars. Show them how to mine their gold, their diamonds, and their zinc. Because a lot of us, we have that knowledge. Now, Brother Pharoah, I don't have all this type of knowledge. I don't know how to build roads. I can't build a house. I think that I do my part by bringing the idea of how to cheat this peckerwood. Use his gun against him. We're going to use the resources that he allows us to have to benefit us. That's what we have now. There's nothing wrong with the vote. The problem with the vote is we don't know how to use it. There's a reason why they was willing to kill us in the South over the vote, because they understood the power or the privilege of the vote. We really didn't, and we still don't know, because it hasn't worked out for us because you don't know how to use it. Like, I'm not a good cook, so I talk about you can't do this and that, but somebody know how to cook. I'll take that vegetable and make you lick it up like, damn, like a sister did for some potatoes. I used to hate potatoes. His sister whipped. I'm a potato lover forever because I didn't know how to do it. Just because you don't know how to use the vote don't mean somebody else don't know how to use the vote. So this plan or this vision that I'm talking about, it puts us in a position to make us competitive with other men in this nation because we're so far behind. We are at least 50, 60 some years behind. But if we accomplish this, it will immediately start putting us where we belong, because even they don't have a state. Even they don't have, look, we have $1.5 trillion. What if all that power was going into this state and this state was doubling it with our farm? See, look, if we took over that agriculture, if we became the greatest producer, see, what sells this idea, it's not really, it benefits black people, but those who are in that state, Caucasian people or Asians, whoever's in that state, they will help you jump on board because everything that you're doing, when you tell them, well, your taxes going to be lower, the taxes on your land going to be lower, everything's going to be better. The crime rate is going to be lower because we're going to concentrate on our so-called criminals and truly concentrate on rehabilitation.
Right.
That's what we're going to do. We're not going to keep filling our jails with people because they make mistakes in their life. And a lot of people are in these jails and prisons just simply because they didn't have the opportunity. Right. You're going to get the opportunity and you're going to get the pride, because I was telling the folks, look, you're going to bring your babies to Mississippi and you're going to take them to our farms, and you take a picture of that child when they're a little baby, putting a seed in the ground on our farms in the things that we create. Show them doing something. So when they get big, look what you did when you was a little baby. This is yours. That's why they were fighting. They would die for theirs, because this is theirs. And when you get in trouble in other states, call on your mama. This is your motherland. And when she gets strong, then you get to reproduce. Next thing you know, we done took control of Georgia and Tennessee. We done took control of the South, where we could have took control a long time ago if it wasn't for these pieces of trash. Beat them at their own game. Come on, Brother Pharoah. You know some of us, we street people. We taking our street smarts and just changing the form into a different way. That's the only thing that we're doing here. Because you know you don't have the weapons. You know you don't have the different things that you actually need for a so-called physical revolution, but you can use your brain. And everything that you do is legal under the United States of America. Now, one of the questions that somebody would give me, oh, they'll do this and they'll do that. Remember, the Mississippi is still a state. We are part of the United States of America. And whatever they try to do to Mississippi, remember, now you got states like Texas already talking about they want to succeed from the Union. You got other states already talking about that. Now, they attack Mississippi, and we're not doing nothing illegal except building ourselves. What make you think what Texas gonna think about? Damn, if they federal government going on them like that, we don't want to be part of that. It's gonna make other people, other states start thinking, you know, if the government can come down on Mississippi, what would they do to us?
Well, you know, they want to attack us as long as we gotta don't call them names, you know, don't make it sound revolutionary. Just you know how to sell it. Don't call them names. Just make it smooth and just come down here, buy some land. We need more black people to buy land in Mississippi and do it just like you said the Mormons did. They didn't make any noise. They just we could do it nice, and I don't see where it would be a problem if it was based off of we just trying to go somewhere and grow food. Trying to go somewhere, and then just more and more and more and invest, like how 50 Cent is buying up parts of Louisiana. He's down there buying up Shreveport. You know, so that's a great idea. I think it'll work. I don't think we'll have no pushback. I don't see how. We'll just be buying land. What's the problem with that?
You buying land, investing in it, and you just using your rights by voting. You just use it. You're using your right to vote to put people in. Now they have a lot of people, they don't really have, they just go in office and try to do nice things. Now you have a vision. You have a goal. You have a purpose. All that is being laid out for us. Everybody on the same trail. Everybody on the same path. We want this state. We want to, and it gives us a chance to not only talk about what we can do, but we can show what we can do. Because it's a poverty-stricken state. Next thing you know, because of our genius, now it's one of the wealthiest states in the country. When they come, they think they want us to fail. We're not going to fail. The only reason why we fail because that's what we want to do. When they come to Mississippi, they go to all the yards, no paper in the yards. Crime rate is low. We are producing geniuses. Our children are going to different colleges. And I can see the vision. See, and we'll do much better because now we don't have that pressure of living in this racist land. We're still here, but now we got this little place for us. Mm-hmm. You know what it's like? It's like Mississippi would become like a sanctuary city. Mm-hmm. Where no matter where you are in the country, if you can get here, we'll protect you. Now, we're not going to protect criminals, of course, but you're going to have a chance in your life. If they chasing you, well, we won't extradite you. Is it serious? Why you want this person? Mm-hmm. See, they used to us. When we get in trouble, we don't have nobody to turn to. There's nobody that can help us. So we are at the mercy. So we end up spending 30, 40 lifetime in jails and prisons because there's nobody to help us. See, but now you mama here. We send our lawyers to California. We'll send our lawyers to New Jersey. We're going to help our people because you're a citizen. And you help, especially if you help build this. Oh, no, we don't take that. And you also put yourself in a position, when we talk about reparations, now you are in a position to talk to the federal government. You're not no little tiny organization. You're not no little person. Oh, no, I'm the state of Mississippi. I want to talk to whoever the president is, the Congress. We are speaking from the mouth of a state now. We're not speaking from some little, we're not going to go and protest and march in front of. Okay, if the federal government don't want to do this, let me tell you what Mississippi not going to do, sir. And I'm going to tell you, and see, you don't have to be afraid because you have more power as a state than a city. Now, look, I think under President Trump, remember, they was talking about keeping, sending those migrants back over the border and all that. And some of these mayors, I ain't doing nothing. They became sanctuary cities. So they defied the federal government, and the government ain't do a damn thing to them. Now we a state, so I'm pretty sure we got more power of defiance than a city, and those sanctuary cities are still in effect right now to this day, still in effect. So we would become sanctuary cities for our downtrodden, for our people in trouble. Come here. We want to get our homeless. Bring all our homeless here, but you got to work. Now, see, that's the key, brother Pharoah. We got to work. Everything about this is working. We got to work. If you don't want to work, keep yourself in wherever you at. Don't come to Mississippi, because everything about Mississippi is pure, hard labor work.
Right.
We don't need no immigrants. We pick our own tomatoes. We pick our own watermelons. We will do the work. Put our children, these children playing video games, put them to work. We got tomatoes to pick. We got cows to milk. Whatever we need, the job to get done. We got roads to build. A lot of the children, they want to go to work. They ready to help. Put them to work. Put our so-called criminals to work to build themselves, so when they get out, they got something to come home to. See, it's so much. It's so much.
And you know what? If we turn it into a black entertainment center, we got the blues, we got the jazz, we got the R&B. I mean, people will come from everywhere to Mississippi.
They'll come here. Or whatever we create. And see, our people have to have a mindset. Okay, we don't pay as much as the NBA. Bring your talent here. We don't pay as much as CBS Records. Bring your talent here. Don't worry about that. Build yourself. Because I'm telling you, I believe if our celebrities, our people that have money and influence, I know how we look at them, but I believe if they saw us as little people with our little dimes and dollars struggling and doing this, I know they would help us. Even if they had to do it under the table, I know they would help us.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that. As a matter of fact, Ice Cube would be down there in a minute with his basketball team. Immediately, if he had a place to put his stadium and what we call a black state, the big three would be in Mississippi. That's a fact.
Exactly. And I'm looking at a comment, and Aunt Knox is saying, and if you don't contribute to the cause, don't come trying to reap the benefits of our labor. See, that's another thing I'm about too. I'm tired of us, of people doing the work, and then here come these folks after the fact, they want to get the bit. No, we're not doing that. We're going to keep up with all the folks, all the people that's participating. I even said this, Brother Pharoah. I said that we should have, just like they have a Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. and all like that, all our warriors, all our fighters, and definitely for our ancestors in the past, Dr. King and Elijah Muhammad and whoever it was, we make a wall for them. The same type of wall and memorial that they have in Washington, D.C. But I also want a wall of shame. You don't want your family members. You don't want your family members' name to be on that. I want a wall of shame. All these folks that had an opportunity to be part of this success, who doubted the success. I want your family. I want you to show them that, show your shame.
Well, one thing about it, it will not fail based off of what you're saying. If we go in with agriculture and become the #1 organic food growers, that would be pretty simple. And then that would build everything. Everything would be built off of that.
Come from that. Exactly.
Everything. That is genius, bro.
And plus, we need to feed ourselves anyway. We want to feed ourselves the best food that we can. So we're growing food anyway. We need to feed our people the best that we can anyway. While we at it, why not become the greatest producers of it? When they think about organic food, they're going to say, did it come from Mississippi? That's what I want them to say.
Bro, that is genius. You got my head spinning, bro. I didn't know how, bro. You got my head, man. I'm going to be brainstorming for 2 weeks now. I mean, you're going to have to come back over here regularly because that is genius, bro. And it can be done because all we have to do is go in there and just start growing a little food here, a little food there. There's already black people there that got land. I got friends got land down there just sitting there. It's land. I got friends that got lots of land just sitting there. So we got the land already.
Yeah, lots of it.
That's crazy.
That's doing nothing. That's doing nothing.
That's crazy.
But we're in a situation we have to take advantage of anything these people allow us to get our hands on, to flip it around for our best interest.
Bro, that is so genius right there because we have a problem with food deserts and we don't have nowhere to get food. So, I mean, right there, if we started to be able to send food, that's allowing us to open stores in black communities. And then that's going to blow. That's going to go crazy. Seriously, like that's, man. Whew.
And it's good food. I mean, it's the best. We're going to be doing the best. We're around the same age. You're probably a little older than I am. The only thing I ever knew growing up was organic food before they was called organic food. That's all I knew.
Right. Bro, you a genius. I ain't going to lie. This is like, bro, you was a genius. I swear. You're going to go down like Elijah Muhammad or Malcolm X with this one. You finna go down in history with this one. I swear to God, bro.
Well, I'm their child. We all their children.
Yeah, but bro, you know, you your own, you different, bro. I mean, to think of that. I mean, bro, this is genius. Like, I don't just say stuff just to be saying it. Like, I swear to God, bro, you are really on something to come up with this. I don't know how you came up with this, but this is.
Well,
how did you come up with that? You don't know.
I was talking with my brother. Well, I don't believe in God.
I know that's right, but yeah, he believes in you.
Some folks have a problem with that, but I just don't do that. But
right,
if you want to give God the credit, I don't care. I don't trip off it as long as the job get done.
Right.
I was talking with my brother. Matter of fact, he's in the chat room on my other channel, Angelsnupnup7 YouTube channel. Brother Taalik. We was just kicking the breeze one afternoon. It was evening. We were just talking, and we said, man, if we had the right leadership, we could probably take over a state. Because I was saying we need to do something big because we're so far behind in this struggle. And then he said that. Then Brother Taalik said, what about Mississippi? It's got a pretty big population. And then I started thinking, in the cartoon where the little light pops up over the character's head. Yeah, the little light pop. I said, well, yeah. And then I start really thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, we could use the vote to take over the towns, the mayorships, and all these different until we take over the governor's house. And once we take over the capital, we have the resources of a state behind us. And then from that point, we just start, I said, well, we need to feed ourselves anyway. Why don't, it's an agricultural state. I said, why don't we just grow food? And you know, food, I mean, when you look at that, it's more than just growing food. It creates a whole lot of jobs. You need truck drivers. You need the people in the factories. You need the secretaries. Just doing that creates thousands and thousands of jobs. We get our homeless people off the street. Our brothers don't have to, oh wow. It just start coming. I mean, just so much that we can do when we get this resource. And so you just keep thinking about it. Now, nothing is perfect. But see, this is where you come in. That's where the brothers and sisters in the chat room come in. Because I don't know it all. I can't see it all. What I miss, you can say, hey, brother, what about right here? Oh, there we go. Didn't think about that. And I also don't have the talent to do it. Many brothers and sisters are already, political geniuses. Now you got something to work on. Now you got a vision, you got a goal, you got a purpose. And some of our brothers and sisters are genius in business. Here you go. Now this is yours. You're gonna be able to control the laws. So whatever you couldn't do in the other world, in this world, you got it. We can anything these suckers have that will inhibit your progress, we can vote it out, get rid of it, because now we in control. They don't run nothing. But I want to show the people. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
And I tell you, they'll buy the food too. If it's that organic good, everybody gonna buy the food because everybody want good food.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
Crazy.
They're gonna be saying, where did it come from? Did it come from Mississippi?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna know we produce the best.
Yeah, that's genius. That
I
just,
take over.
just the food alone will open up all that other stuff. The food, just us going there growing the food will just open up all the political, everything will open behind that. I mean, because now you got so many jobs from the food. Not only that, we got food deserts. So that gives us our political campaign right there because we got food deserts everywhere. So that's the motherland and sending the food to all the brothers and sisters so they don't got to be just eating potato chips and stuff because there's no food in the Black community. Bro, that's genius. That right there. I don't think you know what you did, bro. Bruh, that right there, that is genius.
It's military.
Definitely. And we got so many people. I got so many people already in Mississippi. It's just simple to do, really. I got a friend just for saying that she got a lot of land in Mississippi. What do she do with it? What should she do with it? Wow.
And so, I'm also looking at this too, brother Pharoah.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of all the land. There's brothers and sisters that know how to, even in urban areas, they know how to grow and get down in urban areas. Feed the people. That's the number one priority, is feeding ourselves.
Right.
And it's all going to be organic. It's all going to be good for us.
But here's the great thing. Once we create this mega organic companies in Mississippi, they'll be the parent company for all the brothers and sisters growing food everywhere else. Everywhere. Grow it under this label, under this. Oh man, bro.
Exactly.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Bro.
You can't beat it with a stick.
Boy, don't you know Elijah Muhammad would love you? He would be going crazy, wouldn't he?
Well, contrary to popular belief, I love my Elijah Muhammad.
Man, he would be going crazy with that idea because that's what he was trying to tell us to do. That's what he was trying to tell us. Like, that's genius, bro. That is, and it's wide open right now. Like Mississippi don't got nothing going on.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know, the political climate, our enemies, our oppressors, they so involved in other crap, you know, the president assassination attempt and all that foolishness and what's the war, Hamas, and they got so much crap going on. They don't even pay attention to us like that no more.
No.
This is the perfect opportunity to strike. And there's no reason, Brother Pharoah, why we can't. We have the money, we have the brains, we have everything that we need in order to pull this off. We got everything. There's no reason why we can't pull this off. And the thing about it is, it's not as difficult to actually get control of the state. That's the easy part. The difficult part is to produce this organic, this large organic business and being able to maintain what you build, because it don't make no sense to do all this and you make the place worse. No, we want to make sure as we go along, we want to make things better. Also, we would be the blueprint for the brothers and sisters who step out. Now we want to take control of Georgia. We want to take control of Tennessee. We're the blueprint because Mississippi already done. Now they have an idea. This is what we need to do. And there's nothing nobody can stop. It's all legal. Use your vote to help yourself.
That's right.
Everything we do is legal. Having an organic business is legal.
It's legal.
Then you go in and you're going to change the public school system. I would like to bring trade back. Let us teach let's teach the young boys how to fix cars and build houses, and we all need to learn how to cook our food. We don't know how to cook nothing no more.
Plumbing, electrician, plumbing, electrician, look, all that.
How to parent. We don't know how to parent.
Right.
So we gonna have that. That needs to be in school. How to control yourself so you can be adult before you have a child. All these things need to be addressed. And who's better than to do that? Who did it very successfully? Nation of Islam did it very successfully.
We'll be able to work with the prison systems and say, look, certain type of prisoners that haven't done serious violent stuff, send them to us for rehabilitation. They can work down here, and once they get their certificate, they can come back or they can stay all day long.
See, that's part of the program.
All day long. This is genius.
At the state, I was telling us, and I always use her as an example, our sister in Cuba, that's the Assata Shakur. As a state, I know you hate our sister, the United States. We know that you hate her. But now we're talking to you from the power base of a state. We want her to come home and spend her last days at home. She shouldn't be there. We would take care of her. You don't have to worry about her trying to rob no banks or whatever vicious thing you think that she is as an old person. No, we want to bring her home. She don't have to go to no other state except Mississippi. And she'll spend her last days here, and because she should be honored that way as the freedom fighter she is. And we also want to find all our other brothers and sisters, political prisoners. And we want to get them out of those prisons. You come here. Don't worry about it. We'll take care. They'll still be locked up. They'll be here, though.
They'll be here.
They'll be here. Let them live the rest of their life here with us.
That's crazy.
But you can't do that as an individual or a little tiny organization. But with the power of a state, things change.
Boy, that allow us to build different types of prisons, different types of jails. That just opens up a whole different types of schools.
Yes.
Bruh, that's crazy.
I guarantee you. And this is the wonderful thing about it. Because you know they copy us anyway.
They'll start doing
it. When they see us as successful as I know we're going to be, watch the other states. Watch the other. They would come here. What y'all doing? How is this done? Brother Pharoah, when I first kicked off the Mississippi campaign back in 2018, and Brother Taalik was in my chat room. If he was here, he would bear witness. It was a white guy. He called me and contacted me. How y'all guys gonna do that? Because I would like to take my group. I want to take control of a state myself. This was a white guy. And this is what scares me, is that I'm pitching this idea, this vision, to we who are the descendants of slaves born in America, soul brothers and sisters, Black Americans, African Americans, whatever you want to call it. I'm pitching that to us because it's for us. But what I fear is other people will hear the idea, hey, we can do that. And you know what'll happen if they do it? Just like Dr. Claude Anderson said, we'll find ourselves as a permanent underclass. You're going to be on the bottom. That's it. That's what's going to happen. Because, you know, actually, those Hispanics are already in the position to take control of states like California and New Mexico. And if they was thinking like us, it's a done deal.
One thing though, nobody be able to do it the way we'll do it, because nobody would have the type of mindset for the outcome like we do it. So anybody else would do it, it wouldn't really work, because they're not looking from the point of view of the outcome of it. So they would just be limited. They would just be like any other business. So ours would definitely be unique, because we have the food deserts. They don't have food deserts. We have food deserts. So we have many, many neighborhoods that need our produce to come off them trucks in Mississippi and trains right to these cities. And that's allowing brothers and sisters to open up stores.
Yeah.
To get rid of because we don't have no stores. And so brothers will be franchising small stores. We always look at food stores as big franchises, but brothers be opening up 5 or 6 small stores in our community where we can get, because our brothers and sisters can't even get food, bro. The older people, they can't walk as far as the store is here in Chicago in some of our areas. And then guess what? I don't believe the government be against us, because what? The government is falling apart and they got empty spaces everywhere. They'll be more than happy as long as we don't talk aggressive. They'll let us do all of that. We could be aggressive without saying it, and they'll give us all of that, because they're figuring out how they're going to do business. These cities are collapsing. I'm telling you, in Chicago, they wish we would get some of these stores here. They would damn near give us all kind of incentives if we could open up and get property here. Because the country is hurting that bad that they would actually be happy for us if we could stimulate this economy. We'd really be heroes, to tell you the truth. They'll be like, y'all damn near saved the country.
We always saving them. We always got a cape. We always got a cape on our back.
So look, bro, I need you to hit me every now and then when you brainstorm it and come back over here so we can fire them up. So I need you to be a regular. Come over here, fire them up. We're going to keep this going. Whatever you need me to do, if you need me to help with graphics and stuff like that, I'm in. So I can help with graphics if you want graphics for Operation Exodus, Mississippi and all that, I'm in. So just let me know what you need. You got my phone number, and let's work, all right? And I really appreciate this, bro. And bro, you going down in history, I'm telling you. Because this is definitely going to happen. See, your timing right now, we have this whole plant-based, we have this whole grow your own food thing going on in the Black community already.
Yes.
We got brothers and sisters talk about grow your own food, and they're going to fly down there. I'm telling you, it's the brothers that can't and sisters that'll be down there like that. And then A lot of people in my chat is from Mississippi. So we got people that we're really already in Mississippi. We just got to go down there. Yeah, we already down there, really.
It's the South itself.
Yeah.
We should have had it a long time ago. It's the South, but we're starting with Mississippi. We're just starting, you know, baby has to crawl before they can walk. So I think
Mississippi is the best place. Mississippi is definitely the best place, especially with what they're going through in Jackson, with them trying to take Jackson from them. You know, with them trying to they trying to take Jackson from them because Jackson is the capital. So what the government did is the Europeans in the suburbs, because Jackson is the capital, they then moved to Jackson and then overpowered the blacks that run the city and saying, now this is a capital. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, what they have done is that the whites, because Jackson is a black city, but it's the capital. So the governor and the state have taken over Jackson because it's the capital and are overruling the Black City Council and the Black City Hall. Look into it. So it's a war going on down there right now where they're trying to take Jackson from the blacks and suck the money out of Black Jackson and send it into the suburbs. So your timing, you didn't even notice. So that's why I said your timing is, man, your timing is, when you see that, you're going to be on fire. Go look into it. There's a war, a power struggle going on where the whites in the suburbs are trying to take Jackson from the blacks. Right now.
But we don't see the power. We don't see the power in it, but they do. We need to start seeing these things in ourselves. There's a reason why they're doing these things. So this is like a bus. Look, when the bus comes, you know when the bus comes, you need to be there to get on the bus. If you're not there, the bus keep rolling. We are in a point in time. This is the best moment in time we've ever been in. We're in the best position we've ever been in our sojourn in this country. This is the time to strike. And you cannot wait on these other popular leaders or whatever. And that's fine if you like them. But are they giving you a purpose? Are they really giving you a vision? Are they giving you something that you can really, reparations, the reparations fight is cool. But it's nothing compared to what we talked about tonight. It cannot compare. Because you'll be able to get reparations and a whole lot more. You'll be able to get power.
Here go the thing, brother. It used to be a time where it was leadership and the news and that. But with this internet, man, listen, we don't need, you leader right now. What you said finna go everywhere. This internet, bro, is powerful. Yes, if we chop this up and put just tonight up on Instagram and TikTok. So we got the power now. This is what I've been telling my chat. With social media, we got the power. We're our own news media.
That's right.
Like we can make this message go everywhere. And I'm telling you, when you said organic food, bro, when the brothers that want to grow organic food hear that, they're going to go crazy. That's why I said this is genius. Like your timing with what's going on in Mississippi, what's going on with the organic food movement, with people saying they want to grow food, it's all perfect timing. That's why I'm so excited. That's why I'm so excited, bro. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. That's why I just keep doing what I do. I'm like, I just have to keep doing what I do. I also understand that before we can do anything, we have to take care of our primary needs. Food, clothing, and shelter. That's what the Nation of Islam always taught, that you got to take care of that first.
Right.
Food, clothing, and shelter. So we already, from the base of growing the food, we're going to take care of the shelter.
Right.
And the clothing. open up our own clothing factories and see, we need to get out of this fashion stuff. Mm-hmm. We need to live a different kind of lifestyle. You're going to have to live a different, if you really want to be successful in the long term, stop wanting to live like your oppressor, like these other idiots around the earth. Stop. You don't want to be like them.
Right.
We want to create our own lifestyle, our own culture. They said, we know you went to Mississippi because you wear your clothes like that. You talking like this. We know that you've been there. That's the way we want to be. This is ours. We want to create our own. Create your own thing. I don't want to live the lifestyle that I'm living now.
Right.
You know, it's based on materialism. I'm not into. We need to get out of materialism.
Right.
And learn how to live life. Enjoy your wife and your children and your dog Scruffy. Learn how to love that which is living, because that car and that houses and the big swimming pool, when you die, they don't go with you. We need to learn how to enjoy our life and working ourselves to death. You got brothers and sisters working 40, 50, 60, 70. You don't even have time to be with your wife and your children. All this. We need to create a brand new reality. I say that we're creating the heaven that the Bible and the Quran be talking about, the heaven on the earth. Right. That's what I'm saying. That this is the beginning of.
Well, brother, I appreciate you. And like I said, let's get back. Let's schedule some more conversations so that they can really suck it all in a little bit at a time. We'll break it up into segments, right? Okay. So we'll talk about different things. We'll break it up and let's just come back and let's keep doing this and let's really push this, brother. I think this movement, I think we really need to push this. This is genius right now. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking about buying some land anyway, and I was going to go down south. So when I go to Alabama, I think I'm going to swing through Mississippi and see what's available.
Also, Brother Pharoah, you know, once we get off here, I'll probably contact you later on. I know that you're a musician. I'm a musician too. I write songs and things of this nature too. I'd like to get with you and maybe we can hook up and do something on that end too.
That's great, bro. So just hit me up. We're going to be on the phone a lot because we're going to make this happen. So I'm in. So we're going to be on the phone a lot. We're going to make this happen, bro. I appreciate you. That's great work. And thanks for your contribution to the race, bro. You're a genius. All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good night. All right. Man, that's genius. That's genius right there. That right there got my head. That's genius. And you know, when he was talking, my head was all over the place because there's an organic movement right now. I got friends that got land in Mississippi. You know, I got friends that got land. My family is all over Mississippi. You know, Birmingham, Decatur, everywhere. You know how that goes. The family spreads all over. You know. So my mother and my father's from Mississippi. And so this is really genius because, you know, I'm plant-based. And so I watch Yaqui. I watch a lot of brothers. I watch a lot of brothers and sisters are growing their own food and all that. So when he started talking about growing organic food in Mississippi, I'm like, I don't think he understands what he just said. Because right now, there's a whole movement trying to clean up the food. There's a whole movement trying to get Black people to eat better, trying to get our health better. And so when he's talking about making Mississippi the motherland, that is genius. That is absolutely fantastic. The one thing, though, is we got to cut the revolutionary talk, because the more we talk that, the more we get opposition. So I'll talk to him about that. Like, you don't let them know it's a war. You just talk on the business side. Because if you let them know it's a war, then you're going to lose before you get started. So it just have to be let's move and buy land down there. You know, let's move and buy land. Let's start to grow our own food. Those type of conversations is the way you have to go in, right? That's how you have to go in. You feel me? So that's genius, but we have to do it smart. Yeah, this live will stay up. He kept it cool. You know what I'm saying? This live will stay up, but this is a genius idea. And this is definitely, you all was a part of history with that, because this is something that will actually happen. You know? This is something that will actually happen. But the key is not to say anything, just to do it quietly. We need to get a lot of people down there before we say too much. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to talk to them about that. We need to first concentrate on, let's just deal with the agriculture and don't say too much more about the other aspects. You know what I'm saying? You understand? And so we talking about today. So anything happened in the past is irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? And so all that, what somebody did in the 60s, what that got to do with 2024, we in today, we not really, all of that stuff is unnecessary information. And we talking about strictly about Mississippi. So if you are in Alabama, whatever, it's easy for you to check and see what's going on in Mississippi. It's time to try to find out what land is available. It's time to quietly find relatives that got land down there and go check on that land. Like I said, I got a friend got a lot, keep saying they got a lot of land down there. So now it's really time to check on it and to really look into that. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you're right next door. So it would be real simple just to drive over there. You know, we got scouts in Alabama that can drive over there, right? We got scouts that could drive over there and really see what's going on. You know, be knowledge, talk about something we could do right now, you know. So we got scouts over there that could drive over there and really check on land, because that would be the first thing. And to really get a lot of our organic farmers to start to think about, hey, could you at least come down there and help us set it up? You know? Because, you know, I'm watching a lot of that right now, and I'm watching a lot of brothers and sisters talking about organic farming. You know what I'm saying? And so we got a lot of brothers and sisters that could come down there and really get those farms popping off, like a lot of them. Like that's like kind of a new thing. If you're following certain people I'm following, y'all seen the brother with the dreads is always out farming? That brother right there, he's always out farming. I seen Yaquis show the farm he's got where he's growing food. I'm sure he would come down there and get something popping. There's a lot of brothers that would come, and brothers and sisters that would come down there and get it started. That's serious. Like there's a lot of brothers and sisters would come down there and get that going. And right now, you know, we can't get no seeded watermelons up here. I have to go all the way to 101st and Halsted. So imagine if we could get the seeded watermelons up here. And, you know, from my point of view, if you start producing, then that creates the outlets to sell it. You know what I'm saying? So then that means some of these stores in the community, if we could get the food, now we got somewhere to actually sell it. You know? And then you mix that with a whole health movement where we pushing people to eat better and eat more fruits and vegetables. And now we can provide those fruits and vegetables. Come on. And then my mind just spinning because I'm watching 50 Cent just redo Shreveport down there in Louisiana. He's revamping the whole city. So it's just like America's suffering right now. And it ain't got a lot of economics is not really happening. So I got to talk to the brother because we don't really got to be so aggressive, because right now there's a lot of economic strife right now. There's a lot of land vacant. There's a lot of empty stores. So this, even though that's the idea, we don't have to tell nobody. the overall thing, we could just take advantage of what's going on. Because I'm telling you, in Chicago, there's stores everywhere. Like you can get a storefront anywhere. And check this out. With so many stores closing, they're going to drop the prices on the storefronts. After so long, they got all these storefronts. They ain't going to, when it's hot and the area is hot and it's going on, they're going to charge a lot. But when it dries up, they're going to have to lower the prices. So there's going to be storefronts everywhere right now because the economy is kind of tanking. And check this out. Stores are having a hard time selling clothes. They're still selling, but not like that. But guess what you won't never have a hard time selling? Food. That's what I told him, Wayne. Dwayne, we all got folks down there. So everybody, a lot of people got relatives down there. So this is real simple. But check this out. From a hustler's point of view, you're going to always be able to sell food when you ain't going to be able to sell food. When ain't nobody buying nothing else, they got to have food and water. So this is a win-win. This is a straight win. Brothers got box trucks, brothers driving trucks. So we gonna have the people to run the food up here. People can get in the trucking business. I mean, this is how we got to do it. So it can't be so aggressive. Revolution in these people. It can't be so like that. I think we don't say nothing about taking over. I say we just say, let's go and grow food in Mississippi and get rid of some of these food deserts. I think we come in quietly, not let them know, not rough, because then you get opposition. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I got to talk to him about his delivery. He got to tone that part down. You know what I mean? Because if he got to tone that down, because that going to make people go against him before he get it going. You know what I'm saying? I think the way to come into the door is definitely with the food. What we trying to do is grow food and get rid of some of these food deserts and provide organic food. Go through the roof. You know what I'm saying? And if we grow enough, then we can go to Whole Foods and say, y'all got to buy our food. Y'all, this racism. Or just compete with Whole Foods. And Charlotte, we could compete with them because stores are closing. How many Jewel stores closed? How many Dominic stores closed? We can become a competitor because when you got food, you got tomatoes, now you can make ketchup, you can make mustard, with the food, you can make all the other stuff that go with it. You can fill up a whole grocery store. Juice, everything. This is crazy. This was deep. This was deep. So I'm going to be talking to the brother, you know what I'm saying? There's something else too. You notice, okay, the brother, I'm going to show y'all got to learn. The brother, when I first started going live, I was going live a lot. And one day I tried to find one of my videos and I searched it and I seen a bunch of people talking crazy about me. And I seen the brother, he had a video saying something crazy. The title was going against me. But when I didn't know who that was contacting me. When I contacted the brother, I didn't let that bother me. That ain't nothing. I never even watched the video. That ain't nothing, bro. That ain't nothing. That's my brother. That ain't nothing. So y'all learn from that too. That when I go to brother, yeah, bro, let's do this. Boom, he talking some real stuff. We finna make it happen. So on the side note, y'all can't be getting all emotional over somebody said on internet. I mean, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. We don't got them kind of feelings like that. We soldiers, we kings, we queens. We don't got them kind of feelings like that. You know what I mean? We doing what we got to do. I could have felt the way and messed this great conversation. You know what I'm saying? I could have felt the way and messed up the whole, never got the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? On some old weirdo stuff over nothing. But that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. We ain't on that, brother. That ain't nothing. This man came with some real knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't going to say nothing about it. He said something. I already told him, man, what the heck? You know what I mean? It ain't nothing. Let's get it popping. I had no idea what he was getting ready to say. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what he was going to say. I just know he said he wanted to come and talk about something since we talking about reparations. So I give brothers and sisters the flow. You know what I mean? I give brothers and sisters the flow because I feel like I got to be CNN. I got to be ABC. I got to be CBS so black people can push their lives. So if you got something you want to say, or you got something you want to push, or you see something going on in your community, hit me up so I can have you over here so you can tell people what's going on. And as you can see, I don't challenge. I don't challenge. So I keep telling y'all, you see, I don't challenge. I let people say, get it out. I'll add to it. But you ain't see me argue with that brother. Let the brother say what the brother's saying instead of arguing with the brother. And if you're going to say something, add to the conversation. Why would I argue with the brother? Let the brother speak. He got the flow. I let him have the flow. So y'all start finding out who got land in Mississippi. We own this right here. Find out who got land on Mississippi, right? And stuff like that. See who got land in Mississippi. Start when you're on there. If you know people that's growing, when you see black folks talking about growing organic food, save their Instagram page. We need everybody. So when I come back, I'll be like, you got everybody's Instagram page? That's what I'm going to start doing. Every time I find somebody, that one brother, next time I see him growing food, I'm going to save his page. And then I'm going to hit him on the DM and say, bro, I need to talk to you about something. And I'm going to start a file of everybody that's growing food. I'm going to hit Yaki, I'm going to hit everybody. Listen, bro, it's something big going on. I'm going to lock you in. Just like that. And we're going to find out who got land down there, and we're going to make this happen. Because this is good business. This is smart. Because this land just sitting down there. I got 2 lots in Alabama just sitting there. It's just land sitting down there. And I just love the idea. We need a motherland, Mississippi, the motherland. I could G for that. When my parents came up here from Alabama, everybody in Chicago was mostly Alabama and Mississippi. And so, yeah, I could ride with Mississippi being the motherland. You know what I mean? I could ride with that. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We need our own motherland. That's cold, bro. That's cold. That's cold. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man, I got to get the brother to go talk to Taalik, man. I'm going to give it a clean up. Say, man, go to Taalik, man, and holler at Taalik, holler at FBA, holler at us with this one. This some adults, this some FBA to the max. I'm telling you. This a whole next level right here. This was big, man. I enjoyed this. So look, man, y'all stay positive. It ain't really much more to say after that. You know what I mean? Victory.
Breaking news. New York has secured over $183 million in compensation for Holocaust victims and their heirs. Holocaust victims, reparations. Victims of the Japanese internment, reparations. Several Native American tribes, reparations. Even slave owners got reparations for owning people as property, but the enslaved didn't get reparations for generations of being owned as property. History of reparations payments to those who suffered injustice and their heirs is as American as apple pie. But when it comes to the American descendants of slavery, those whose ancestors' unpaid labor built the economic backbone of the nation, when it comes to Jim Crow and black land theft in millions of acres, it's like reparations, what reparations? Everyone gets a ticket to the banquet, but when American descendants of slavery show up, the kitchen's closed.
African Americans built this nation. You built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation.
As we face this critical election year, we need to hear more about the things that our community on King Day, what's being done and what are the goals and what are the achievements for our community, not just black faces in high places. We love all the African American Supreme Court sisters, or our sister in the Supreme Court, and all the other cabinet members. We love them all. But what about the masses of our folks? Recent polls by black folks show that we care most about racial justice, economic opportunity, policing, voting rights, and education reform. Not war in the Middle East.
Good, sir.
Not funding for Ukraine. Not abortion rights. Not even immigration. Don't even come in the top 5, none of those in black folks' concerns. Not one of those are within the top 5. So you got to talk to us about that. You have to talk to us about economic justice, which is Dr. King's last efforts, Reverend Jackson will tell you. We won that struggle. We won the struggle for civil rights, the 1964 Civil Rights Act, 1965 Voting Rights Act. Civil Rights Act turned economics around 360%. Prior to the Civil Rights Act, you had 80% or 75% of our people lived in poverty, 25% middle class or working class. Now it's 360% turnaround. 75% of our folks, middle class, upper income, only 25% in poverty. A 360-degree turn. It worked. Voting Rights Act after that, 1965. At that time, we had less than 1,000 black elected officials. Now we have over 20,000 black elected officials, and we won the presidency. And so it is that this struggle for economic justice must continue, because we're winning there too. Don't let anybody tell you any different. Civil Rights Act allowed us in the mainstream America. Now we have hundreds of thousands of black professionals. We have over 2 million black millionaires. So stop begging other folks to do what we won't do for ourselves. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Some of y'all black millionaires in here today, I don't want to embarrass you. But we've won in many ways, and now we must fight for income equality. Dr. King would want us to continue to do. Access to capital, to building our own businesses, as Dr. King would suggest. And then reparations. Come on. They've eliminated affirmative action, don't want to give us a hand up at all after keeping us down. So we're going to go for the whole thing. We tried to be nice and accept affirmative action, diversity, equity, inclusion. We tried to go for all of the little stuff and you took it back. Well, now we're coming for it all. We're coming for it all. You project to spend $600 billion in the next 6 years on the migrant crisis. $600 billion. All we need is $300 billion for 30 years, and you'll pay the debt that you owe African Americans here in America. Thank you all for listening. God bless you.